Hello everyone, today we will see how to make effective final demo presentation. This is helpful for people who will be giving their final thesis presentation or even for students who will be giving their final year project demonstration. And this is also applicable for anyone who will be giving a presentation either in a corporate world or in administration. The first thing which we'll look into the presentation is you have to choose an aspect ratio for your presentation. Most of the slides by default will be in 16:9 aspect ratio. Right now my presentation is also in 16:9 aspect ratio. I have selected this because most of my audience will be watching this in PC, laptop or even mobile phone in landscape mode. You can change the aspect ratio from one to another anytime, but remember 4:3 is the safest ratio recommended for you. The next thing we have to consider is to go ahead with PowerPoint or Google Slides. I personally use Google Slides because of Google Drive supports. It helps me to work on all the devices like mobile phones, laptops and desktop. Whereas even PowerPoint is a good option. I recommend to go ahead with a tool which we are familiar with. Most of the people are very familiar with PowerPoint. PowerPoint has a lot of options which Google Slides do not have. But Google Slides is catching up with add-ons and all. I recommend to go ahead with the platform which you use most. Let us see some examples of slide design. In example 1 we have solid dark background, a black background with a white text on it. In example 2 we have dark gradient background with white text on it. In example 3 we have solid white background. In example 4 we have white gradient background. Out of these 4 examples you can see example number 2 with a dark gradient background is soothing to eyes. I use this slide design for most of my presentations. Even you can go ahead with example 4, that is white gradient background. This is also soothing to the eyes. Kindly do not use example 1 as the design because solid dark background will look plain and dull. Also do not use example 3 as your design because white background will create a fatigue on human eyes for longer exposure. Let us see how to use images in your slides. Kindly do not use images like this. They are too small, they will lose the details and audience will not have a gripping effect on them. This is a good picture size example. The picture is large enough to fill in the slide and it will have a lasting effect on the audience and also they will catch up with the details. You can use the same rule for placing diagrams and charts. Let us see how to display text on slides. Kindly do not keep your slides like this. It's too much information and as you are there to present it, there is no point in putting everything on the slides. This will create a chaotic effect on the audience. This slide is an example for how to place your text. As you can see, the text is readable and they are in either in numbering or bullet format, which is easy for you to read and even for audience to catch up. Let me give you some tips for the slide design. The first thing is keep it simple. Don't add too much images or too much information. Keep the font big. 30 points of font is recommended for contents and 36 for the heading. Use pictures appropriately for each slide, which is appropriate to the context like that. And don't mention more than 6 points in one slide. You can have another slide where you can add more points, but do not place more than 6 points. It becomes hard for audience to read. Add only those points which you are good at because audience may question you the points which you are not good at but you have mentioned it on the slide. That will create an embarrassing effect for you. And kindly do not use sound effects and too much animations. Gone are the days where people prefer animations and sound effects. Animation is only preferred when you are presenting it to kids. Professionals need not use animations because the presentation style becomes more important than your animations. Do not use too much colors. Too much colors create an eye distraction. You can use complementary colors. For example, I use white text on dark gradient background. So this will create a complementary effect and soothing effect to the audience eyes. The next thing is avoid too much capitalization. Capitalization leads to clutter and distraction. It will create more bossy effect rather than a simple cool effect. Let us see some tips at the moment of presenting. check your equipment in advance. Kindly check your laptop connectivity with a projector. Most modern laptops will come with an HDMI, but the traditional projectors will have VGA port. Then you need a HDMI to VGA converter. So this is very important. Also check for mic connectivity, batteries of the mic, etc. The next point is do not fear. The moment you fear, it will create a negative effect on your body language and create a negative impression. Understand this is not the end of the world, just a presentation in your life, and present it with a brave heart. The next thing is you have to trust your teachers, because teachers will know you for a long time. Obviously no teacher wants to degrade you. Most of the teachers will help you to get ahead to the next level. So trusting in teachers will always help you. And do not skip slides while presenting. If you skip the slides, it will have a negative effect that you have not prepared enough. That will create a negative impression on the one who is monitoring or the one who is grading you. Do not read the text like a textbook. This will create a negative effect because you will be looking at the projector screen or laptop, avoiding the eye contact with the audience. Talk in an audible tone and don't engulf words. You should be audible enough but not be shouting, and you should not also be feeble so that they will not hear anything what you say. The next point is you should smile and make eye contact a lot, because smiling will create a positive effect on the audience, and making eye contact will help them understand that what you are saying is important. Then keep time in check. This is very important as there will be a lot of presenters in a single day. The next thing is to keep time in check, because as there will be a lot of speakers on a single day, it becomes difficult for audience to catch up with everybody. It's better if you start on time and finish in time. If you have stage fear and shiver before audience, you can hide yourself by using a podium or table, but remember your face should be visible to the audience. And the last thing is, if you have done any mistakes while presenting, do not apologize to audience there itself. That shows your incompetence and have a negative effect. Most of the presentation sessions will have question and answer session at the end. Here are some tips to handle the Q&A session better. The first thing is you have to ask yourself all the possible questions which audience may ask. This will help you to be prepared for any kind of question. The next thing is you can say no rather than giving confusing answers. This will help you to be on the safer side, as giving confusing answers will have a negative effect. The next thing is you can ask your teammates or colleagues to help if more than one person is permitted to give presentation, and manage it in a better way. The next thing is you can confess the truth. This shows a loyalty and the truthfulness. For example, if you have copy pasted any code from any website and all, if they ask you from which website you have copy pasted the code, and if they know about it, you can confess the truth that you have done it. That shows your loyalty. And finally, say thank you even if they make you cry, because gratefulness will always have a positive effect on them. The next thing is go through this talk again and see what works best for you. Explore slideshare.net for more presentation ideas. Read your report or thesis thoroughly so that you will get a lot of knowledge before presenting. And the last thing is practice and practice a lot. As they say, the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in the battle. Thank you for listening. Hope these tips will enhance your presentation next time. You can access all my presentations on pravinhanchana.com/presentations. The link is provided in the description for the same. You can also read about blog on computer science, that is csbytes.com. You can read more on life on anveshane.com. You can explore more about me on pravinhanchana.com. If you need any help regarding creating professional presentations, you can connect me on social media or you can email me. Thank you.